Hello students. Today I am going to explain you grammar for standard chapter number 3, pronouns. Let us understand what are pronouns. Pronouns are words used in place of nouns. They have exactly the same uses as nouns. We use pronouns as we do not want to keep repeating names, that is noun. Here is the example which will give you a correct idea. Reena goes to school. Reena goes by bus. Here, Reena is repeated. So, in order to avoid the word Reena, in order to avoid the noun Reena, we are using the pronoun. Reena goes to school. She goes by bus. Some of the common pronouns are I, we, he, she, it, you, they, us, me, him, and her. Personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns, children? The pronouns that stand for persons are called personal pronouns. A personal pronoun denotes any one of the following: the first person, the person speaking. That means the person who is speaking is the first person. I will speak to you. I is the first person. The second person, the person spoken to, that means the first person with whom he is talking to, that is the second person. You are my friend. The third person, the person spoken of, regarding whom we are talking about, that is the third person. He is your friend. Here down, children, I have given you the picture. From this picture, you will get a clear idea. The person with the orange color is the first person, the blue color is the second person, and the yellow color is the third person. That means the first person is talking, the orange shirt wala is talking to the blue shirt about the yellow shirt. So I hope this part is clear to you, children. Number and case of the personal pronoun. We have learned in the earlier part, children. Number means singular and plural. Here case means subjective case, objective case, and the possessive case. First person, second person, and third person. You can see first person I. Subjective means the nominative case where the pronoun or the noun comes in the subject part is known as the subjective case. I is the singular and we is the plural. Objective of the first person is me or us. Me comes in the object part. In the sentence, the me and us comes in the object part. Possessive, mine, ours. Subjective, second person, you see, subjective, you. And singular also is you and plural also is you. Objective, you. Second person, objective, you, singular you, and plural also you. Possessive, singular also yours and plural also yours. Moving on to the third person. Third person, you can see, children, I have put a boy and a girl and a picture of peacock. That means the name of a person, and the animal also is included. It is used for animal or thing. So subjective, when it is a subjective case, that is in the nominative case, we use he, she, it, and they. When it is objective, that means in the part of the sentence when the object comes, we put in the place of he, we put him. In the place of she, we put her, and it remains it, and they becomes them. Possessives, his, hers, and theirs. Let us see the example, children. On the right side of your screen, you can see the example of first person, second person, and third person. When it is subjective, children, you can see I have put marked in red color. I like ice cream. So I comes in the subjective. But here, objective case, you see, he likes me. Here you cannot write he likes I. I always comes in the subject part and me always comes in the object part. Object part always comes after the verb. Possessive. What is the meaning of possessive, children? Possessive pronoun shows who is the owner of an object and replace the object. So who is the owner? I have a red car. It is mine. So again here we are not repeating the word red car. Here it is only said it is mine. Now coming to the second person, subjective. You left early. You can see you in the first place, beginning of the sentence. But at the same time, objective you can see you comes after the verb, that is on the last part. She likes you. Possessive. This isn't my umbrella, it's yours. Now moving on to the third person, subject part, Mohan. Why I have written Mohan, children? If I'll write he, you will misunderstand when Mohan is written. You many of the time children do not understand that Mohan is he, Geeta is she, peacock is it. So remember that he, she, it, in the place of he, she, it we can write even the name also. So Mohan always hated school. So Mohan comes in the front. Now let's see objective. Children, here is a spelling mistake. While I was typing, there was a mistake. So please see to it. Objective. Could you bring his tea? So Mohan, in the place of Mohan, we have used his. Possessive. I like her car. I like hers. So I hope this part is clear to you, children. When the where the pronoun comes in the subjective part, where the pronoun come in the objective parts, and where the pronoun comes in the possessive. Moving on towards reflexive and emphatic pronouns. What are these reflexive pronouns? Reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and object of as sentence are the same. It always comes after the verb. So the easiest way to find out the reflexive pronoun is that it always comes after the verb. And the other formula to find out, the other method to find out whether it is a reflexive pronoun or emphatic, because both are having the same pronoun, children. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, and the plural of myself is ourselves, yourselves, himself and herself will become themselves, and itself also will become themselves. So both the places, this myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself is used in the reflexive pronoun also, and it is also used in the emphatic pronoun also. But how to recognize that whether it is a reflexive or it is an emphatic pronoun, sorry, emphatic pronoun. So how to recognize? I taught myself to play the guitar. So already I have given you a clue, it always comes after the verb. But even then, if there are many a times that you are confused whether it is a reflexive or it is an emphatic pronoun. So how to find out? Subject plus verb plus what is equal to reflexive. That means you ask the question to the verb what. For example, I taught myself to play guitar. So I taught to whom? Myself. Okay, so whom, when we ask to whom, for whom, or simply whom, or what, when we ask the question and we get the answer myself and yourself, himself, herself, or itself, then it is a reflexive pronoun. And if you don't get that answer, then it is an emphatic pronoun. Second example, you know yourself better than anyone. You know whom? Yourself. The answer is yourself. So this is a reflexive pronoun. Moving on to emphatic pronouns. Pronouns used to emphasize or stress a noun or pronoun are called emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns have the same form as reflexive pronouns, but they have a different functions. So you can see emphatic pronoun also we use myself, themselves, yourself. But how to recognize? See the example. I myself went there to inquire. So ask the question, I went for what? I went for what? So what is the answer? To inquire. Answer is not myself, but I went for what? To inquire. So this is a emphatic pronoun. They themselves wanted this to happen. They wanted what? To happen? Something. So again the answer is not themselves. So this is an emphatic pronoun. Again I am repeating. First example, reflexive, you see. I taught myself to play the guitar. I taught whom? The answer is myself. So it is a reflexive pronoun. I hope you understood this exercise, children. This I have given you a test of 10 marks. Find out the answer and send the pic to my number. This is same reflexive and emphatic. Find out. You ask the question to the verb. What, whom, to whom, or for whom. If you are getting the answer for that, myself, herself, itself, then it's a reflexive. And if you don't get the answer, then it is a emphatic pronoun. See, I have given you a note. Kindly mention your name and standard on the paper when you are sending me the pic. If it is not there, I will not check and I will not send it back. Our last topic, that is relative pronouns. What is a relative pronoun? A relative pronoun is related to a noun that comes just before it. The noun that comes just before the relative pronoun is called antecedent. Example, see, this is the book that you gave me. Okay, so if we put a full stop here, this is the book, full stop, and you remove that and you write you gave me, this becomes a sentence. So these two sentences are connected with the relative pronoun, the word that. Okay, so what is coming before that? Book. So book is the antecedent. The relative pronoun has to agree with the antecedent in number and person. So the relative pronoun has to agree with the antecedent. For example, if it is books, then you have to change the relative pronoun also. The cat, comma, which is very old, took a nap. You can see after the cat I have put a comma, which is very old, took a nap. Here the connecting word is which. The next example, the cat that is very old needs to see the vet today. That is the connecting word. The relative pronoun which is used for non-essential information set off by commas. So relative pronoun which is very rarely used. It is non-essential, means not giving any kind of information. For example, if you see first example, the cat which is very old took a nap, there is nothing that is giving any kind of information. But at the same time, the second one is giving that the cat is very old and it is very serious and it has to go to see a veterinary doctor. Information that is used for essential means needed information and requires no additional punctuation. So here our chapter completes, children. I'll give you exercise in the next video. Till then, goodbye.